Hey guys, sorry. We're trying to get set up here.
Hey,
Hey, there we go.
cool.
We
We
figured
got it.
it out. Look at
Hello,
us
people.
old people figure out technology. Let me turn my volume.
Yay. Technology.
There we go. Now I can hear you.
Yay. Hello, people.
Why?
I'm glad we have both logos going.
Yeah.
I was gonna wear my that one, but it's dirty because I wore it at the convention and I haven't done laundry yet.
The only reason I'm wearing this one is because I have two, because the other one is packed in my bag for tomorrow.
I need to get a second one.
Yeah.
Hello, people. Did you text Heaven?
No, I forgot.
Okay,
I
hold on. Let me see.
commented on her comment that she made on it earlier, but I don't know if she'll remember to.
Can I share? Hold on. Let me figure out.
Chuck's in here. Hey, Chuck, if you can send this link to Heaven, that'd be great.
Send to TJ to remind him. No, I don't want to do that. Heaven.
If they have to start sending their own reminders, this is not our responsibility.
Right.
I have enough on my
hopefully
plate
Amy.
already.
Hopefully Amy's reminder went off.
Hopefully. I'm kind of watching names that pop in, so I'm trying the whole hair part down the middle thing, because everyone is like, "Ooh, millennials with your side part, gross." I hate it. I
Yeah,
absolutely hate it. Like,
it makes
no.
your hair look flat.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why people, and look, my hair wants to go the other way. It's like
Yeah, one
sticking up
sided.
on this
Yeah.
side.
Anytime I try to do that, like mine's pulled back right now, but anytime I try to do that, it does the same. It's just like,
It's
nope, I
just
don't
gonna
want to
go
do
right back to how it was tomorrow.
Yep. I've
That's fine.
officially gone back to the swoop bang because they're officially too long to do bang bangs. So the bang bangs lasted all of a week and a half.
That's why I don't get bangs. Because the cut that I like only lasts for about a week, and then I'm like, they're too long and they're annoying me. Hey,
Yep.
Brandon.
Hey.
We're just kind of waiting for people to pop in. Thank you for sharing. You the best.
Don't have a lot planned for this, but
Yeah.
thought we'd do something. I
So
didn't put any earrings in.
Penelope and Rebecca are both here.
Hi, Penelope.
And I don't know if you can see it. I've had my K2 on, and there's nothing over there, but it's been like sitting steady
Hmm.
right here. So I don't know. It's fine. Billy, hey!
Hi. You're notifying
It's
people that
been
you're
a
live.
long day. It's never too early for yawning.
All the yawning. You have your cup. I've got mine.
Ah, I should have grabbed my straw. I didn't think about it.
I was like, yes. Perfect timing.
Thank you, everybody that's joining. We are just waiting for a couple people to pop in before
But
we get started too
for
much.
you to ask questions if you want already.
So, some of you know us already, some of you don't. But I'm Lauren,
I'm Gina.
and we are from the Witches Familiar Paranormal Research Team. Well, I mean, they're kind of backwards, but it's fine. Um, we're in the St. Louis, Missouri area, but we wanted to start doing this where once a month we come on and we just answer questions about the field. Um, I know we always get a ton of questions about, like, how did you guys get started? What kind of equipment do you use? Is it scary? So, this is just kind of an opportunity for everybody that might be interested in the field or other teams that are here. If you have any questions for us um, about investigating, about what we do, about locations we've been to, otherwise, we're just going to kind of sit here and chat about stuff because
Kind of our version of a podcast without actually doing a podcast.
yeah. Heaven, yay, she made it.
Heaven. Because that's
We were
interesting. I
waiting for
can't
you.
see your people, but I can see mine.
Oh, gotcha.
I wonder if there's a way to like connect them.
I don't know. Because, yeah, I don't know who's on yours and who's on mine. I have 7 people right now.
I have 3.
Okay.
Brandon was over here, but he jumped ship to go to you.
He's kind of popping back and forth, which is fine.
Either or, that's why we're doing both.
Yes.
My cousin's on. She says hi. Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. He says, I'm a sellout. My bad.
Uh huh. We know where your loyalties lie.
Uh, sing a song. Chuck wants us to sing a song.
No.
I got a pocket full of sunshine. I got a love that I know that it's all mine. Oh, ooh,
We
whoa.
also gone with Party in the USA. Have they posted those videos yet?
I don't know.
So when we were at ISS with Haunted Souls, they had everybody do duos, and basically they just handed us a GoPro and was like, "Walk the building."
Yeah.
So we did, and the entire time the both of us are just like, "Party in the USA."
It was the 2 of us, one camera. I don't even know what kind of camera that was, but it was little tiny, so it like didn't provide any
It was
light.
some kind of GoPro,
And-
but I don't know.
Yeah, and one flashlight for the 2 of us, because one of us had to hold the flashlight and one of us had to hold the camera. And this place, if you guys have never been to Indiana State Sanatorium, go. But it is crazy creepy and crazy dark. And whenever I would get nervous, I would start singing, "So up in my hands, up the place."
So all of our footage of us is just us singing that. Or Lauren going into a room and going, "I can't see, Gina has a flashlight," and then me coming in 2 seconds later with the flashlight.
yeah, because I was always at least, like 10
DJ.
steps in front of you.
Hi, Mudcat.
Oh no.
My bad. Hi, Chuck.
Only Dan can call him that.
But it's so funny. My bad.
Oh, Dan.
Oh, Dan.
We love him.
DJ, why are you sharing my own live to myself? I just got a text message. Join me on TikTok. Thank you.
Thank you guys for sharing. But yeah, if anybody has any questions about paranormal stuff,
Do that. Hold on.
locations, experiences, memories, otherwise we're just gonna go location by location and talk about some stuff.
You're fine, TJ. I just thought it was funny. He goes, "I didn't mean to share it to you. I accidentally pressed your name."
It's like your name is at the top of all of his lists or something. Oh, you froze. Am I frozen? I don't know.
There you are.
There you are.
You unfrozen? Okay, you're unfrozen now.
Yeah, I was sitting here going,
Hey.
you're frozen.
Same. I like that Chuck just keeps bouncing back and forth.
No Sherry share. That's okay. You don't have to share. That was also Chuck.
Figured. I wish there was a way we could see each other's comments.
Yeah. So Chuck says Gina was, Lauren was not, but I don't know to what he's referring to.
Maybe the frozen. I don't know. Because you were frozen on my end, and I guess I was frozen on yours.
Okay.
So who knows whose fault it was?
Who knows? It's probably both of our bad St. Louis area Wi-Fi.
Probably. I keep telling Allie whatever house she finds, if she starts having activity, to let us know and we'll come investigate. And she goes, "You two aren't allowed at my house."
Wow, rude.
She said that if that happens, she's burning the house down. And I was like, "Well, just come investigate. It'll be fine." I was like,
I'm
"Just
gonna
don't
come
worry."
in with my backpack with my last rites crucifix and other creepy stuff and just start like spouting random scripture throughout her house just to freak her out.
Yes, she did say you're not allowed to bring the doll. She also said we're uninvited to the housewarming party. I was like, "It's fine. We'll just come to the housewarming party with our backpacks."
look at how cute she is. Why can I not bring her?
She is very cute. I don't know. Where's the new doll?
She is, the Mineral Wells doll.
Yeah.
She's over on
The
another
other side.
shelf.
She's also very cute.
Yes. Oh, look at her. Maybe. She's kind of stuck. I also have the two dolls that Heaven gave me up on that
Nice.
shelf too. But this is the new one.
I love her eyes so much.
I know. She's so cool and creepy. I
Like
love
her
it.
eyes are what caught my attention to point her out to you.
It's like she's looking into your soul. Now everybody that's joining the live is gonna be like, what the hell?
Yep.
So yeah, this one, I decided that while we were in Mineral Wells last month, that I wanted to get some kind of creepy something from the town because we loved the town and the Haunted Hill House so much. So we went into an antique shop right down the road and Gina spotted her first and then was like, I am taking her home. Heaven
I'm not into
says
the
she has
doll.
80 more dolls for me.
I believe it.
My mom has told me no more dolls in her house ever. So,
What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
right, I'll just,
If,
I'll
if they're gifts, what are you gonna do about it?
I'll build a new shelf and
Right?
I'll just, it'll start having a bunch of haunted dolls on it and nobody will have to know. It's okay.
Just start taking them to the office. Put them in your office.
Um, I don't think my boss would like that very much. Heaven says under the bed storage. That's genius. Just look at the little flat cases. I bet they would fit in those perfectly.
Probably.
I like it.
I just spit water everywhere.
Good job.
I tried. TJ says to put one in your boss's office.
He never goes in his office though.
Perfect. He'll never know.
It'll be there for like 7 months before he sees it.
Oh, I love it.
Because we always just use the common space when we're both there instead of like being in our separate offices like across the building from each other.
Makes it easier. I'm sure.
Okay, Brandon says, speaking of office, I left my one phone charger. That sucks. I guess you better buy a new phone charger to have as backup.
We have a question.
I have a question too. Do yours first.
Okay, a person named Mud Rat says, "What was your most favorite place to investigate?"
Oh, he put that in mine too, so it's the same question.
Same question. I appreciate you putting it in both.
Yes.
Let's see. There's so many places.
I know. I have different favorites for different reasons.
Right. I have to say the most fun was definitely Hill House.
Yes.
The gambling for 2
That
hours.
one was the most intense for me, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like I had my most empathic experience there. But as far as like creepy stuff, definitely Malvern.
Yes.
And I mean, ISS is up there because that was the first place we got to see shadow figures. So it's probably a toss up between those three. But I mean, Mineral Springs is like our home away from home too. I always loved going there because every time we go there, something happens.
Like you said, there's each place has a reason to be a favorite for something.
Yes. That's what I love about all these haunted places though, is each one of them is unique and they all have their own story. So you're never going to experience the same thing at two different places.
Yep.
Like I'm not going to have a creepy shadow guy whispering my name in my ear at Mineral Springs.
Well, you might now. We have another question. Cicada, hello, asks, where are y'all going next? Together, the next thing we have planned is West Virginia. We're doing a big trip with Haunted Souls and our Paradox friends and a couple other people, and we're doing Trans-Allegheny, Sweet Springs, and the Lake Shawnee Amusement Park. However, Lauren is going with Haunted Souls to the Ray County
County Museum the
in June.
last weekend of June.
I have to work, so
And then I'm also going to Randolph County Infirmary before we go to West Virginia. Heaven says Mineral Springs is also one of my faves, especially since we met you guys there. Although, did we really meet there? We like saw each other from across the room, and both of us were like, "I don't want to go say hi. I'm too shy. It's weird. It's awkward." And
but I
so
like
then
their shirts, so I'm gonna look them up.
yeah, then I just stalked you on Instagram, and it was like, "Hey."
I'm glad you guys reached out because we were gonna follow you anyway, and then as soon as we saw you guys follow us, we were like, "Oh my god, the Opagos people followed us."
She said, "Shh." Us and our adorable neurodivergence of being shy. It's a terrible field to be in, to be shy, you know? Yes, I know we still need a ticket. I don't know how that's going to happen, though, so. Chuck says Phil still needs a ticket for West Virginia.
Yeah, he put it in ours too. It's a little out of our control, but we're doing what we can.
Heaven says, haha, we made it work in the end, lol.
And then we all got to investigate. Oh no, I lost sound. Is sound back? Hello?
Uh-oh. I can hear you now.
Okay, now I can hear you. You weren't frozen, but you were muted.
There's like a really bad delay in the audio.
Weird. You were muted, but I hear you now.
It's because my phone was ringing.
Oh, okay.
There we go. Now the lag is
Okay.
back up to speed.
Hey, back on track.
Ah. Yes, Heaven, we did make it work in the end. We did our first investigation with them a couple months ago.
Complete surprise. Lauren and Heaven planned a whole thing, and she did not tell me at all. And we pulled up into this house that we were investigating, and we pull in. TJ was with me, and I just looked and I was like, "Oh, there's another car here. That's weird." And I was like, "Wait a minute, I know that head." Because they were in convertible, and I could just see Jonathan's head, and then I look next to him and I see Heaven's red hair, and I was like,
I love that the first thing you say is, I could see Jonathan's head.
well, because my first thought was like, wait a minute, I know that head. Hey, Tiffany.
It's a very recognizable head, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then he is like the Jolly Green Giant, so he like sticks up above the convertible, you know.
Right. Do you want to take this Chuck comment since I said the last one?
Sure. So, Mudrat wants to know what our scariest encounter was. I don't know. I mean, I guess for me, my scariest encounter was probably at Ashmore Estates. We were doing the Estes method, and I was blindfolded and had headphones on in the middle of this long hallway, second floor, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So second floor of Ashmore Estates, and so I'm under for Estes, and I felt somebody come up and just kind of like do this, like I felt pressure and I felt my shirt move on my shoulder, and so you see me in the video, I suddenly go, because I thought it was Gina coming to tap me out, because that's what she does. She'll just kind of like lay a hand on me, or shine a flashlight back and forth until I can kind of see it through the outline of my blindfold. But I thought she was coming to tap me out for something, and it scared me because I had only been under listening for 30 seconds.
Yeah, I hadn't even started a question yet. I was still explaining what we were doing.
Yeah, so she was explaining. So it wasn't even, it was 30 seconds to a minute into that session. And I was like, why is she tapping me out already? Like, that, it scared the crap out of me because I wasn't expecting it. Normally after 20 minutes, we'll tap each other out. But this was so soon that I was just like super startled. And so I flipped my blindfold up to like look to see what she wants. And I realized she's still sitting in the chair, like 20 feet away from me, at least. So yeah, somebody, we think it was the little girl spirit that's there at Ashmore. What was her name? Ina? No, that was a different.
Something like
That's
that.
Malvern.
I don't remember. I'm so bad with names.
I am too. I can't remember, but we think it was her because then I kept getting a child's voice come through.
And we were trying to contact her in the room that we were in before we were in the hallway.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like hearing your name on the recording was pretty scary, but like that also wasn't like in the moment. I'd have to say the most scared I've felt was in the tunnel at Glore. Like
Yeah.
I thought I saw a shadow or something, but I'm not
I've never
positive.
seen you walk that fast in my life.
Yeah. Like you and Tina were there doing your thing, and I was just sitting there like, I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. I want to get out of here. But I knew we only had like 10 minutes. So I was like, oh, hey, Penelope. Ball's going off.
It may be
Um,
because I set my cup down.
okay. Well, hey, Penelope, anyway. Uh, I just like, I don't know. It freaked me out. And as soon as we were ready to go, I booked it. Cicada wants to know, has anyone ever gotten locked in a room? Not yet.
I have sat in a room by myself, but I was never locked in. And it wasn't a paranormal thing of being in there or getting locked in. I sat in the vault at the brewery by myself for a few minutes with the safe door closed. Um, Hold on, let me go back here a little bit. Brandon wants to know what's the creepiest paranormal encounter you've had that didn't happen during an investigation. Also, hey, Illuminate Beyond is on.
Hey. Hi, guys. Um, there's a few. I feel like it all kind of wraps into like why we wanted to start doing this. Um, I grew up and went to a Catholic school, and probably the first, not necessarily the first thing I remember, because I did a couple community theater things and stuff happened in that theater all the time. But probably the creepiest thing was in my school. Our eighth grade field trip was a lock-in the school, and we were playing hide and seek, and there was just a handful of us playing, and my class only had like 30 kids in it, right? So we weren't big. And so just a bunch of long hallways, and there were like three or four of us down this hallway by the gym. So like the gym was over here, and then you'd have to go down one hallway, down another hallway to get to the cafeteria. Everyone else was in the cafeteria. And so they had come over like the loudspeaker or whatever, hey, come back to the cafeteria, we're going to do a movie, what have you. So we were looking for a specific kid, a specific person, and so we checked the bathrooms that are right there by the gym, and it he wasn't in either of them. And like as so we checked the women's restroom, we checked the men's restroom, and we were starting to walk down the hallway, and we're like, okay, he's probably in the cafeteria. And I heard like from inside the bathroom, I was like, well, we just checked it. No one was in there. Checked them again. As we're walking down, I heard one of the doors open and close, and then footsteps following us down the hallway, and no one was there. So that was definitely my creepiest and kind of the thing I go back to as like my first like real okay, this was probably something paranormal experience. But it definitely wasn't the first, but it was the first significant one.
Yeah. I don't know if I've had a scary experience outside of investigating. And I don't even know if any of the moments I've had during investigation have been like scary. Like I've been startled, but I've never been like scared.
Hey,
Um,
Virginia's son's on again from
well,
the woman that was the flower delivery at
oh,
the house. Her son's
hey.
on again.
Um,
Good to see you in.
but I mean, I've always told the story about how I had the imaginary friend when I was a kid. But he was never scary. I was never afraid of him. My it is what it is. Um, I will say, since I've started investigating and I've started bringing home that kind of like energy on me, and stuff has started happening at my house. There's been a few times that I'm like, not a fan of that. Like the dog toy coming off of the dresser. I think I told you about that one. I came into my bedroom and my dog followed after me, and I had his favorite toy sitting up on this dresser behind me on top of a book, and it came off of the book and onto the floor. So something would have had to like push it because it was like it's a stuffed toy. It wasn't gonna like fall on its own. So that was weird. Plus the footsteps that I heard in the hallway outside my bedroom. And my dog even heard those because he perked his head up and looked and then went back to sleep. So, but again, I'm not really scared of any of that stuff.
Right. It's like it hasn't necessarily been like scary. Just okay. That's weird.
Yeah.
Like so, the only like time I've
Or
been
the
like
point where I'm like, oh,
scared.
that's cool. I have a ghost in my house now.
Yeah, the tunnels of glory are really the only time I've been like downright scared.
Yeah.
Like
And I
still,
can tell because like it's a known thing that Gina walks slow.
yeah.
So if we're on an investigation and she's walking so fast that she's like 40 feet in front of me and I'm struggling to keep up with her, I know she's freaked out.
Like I say, I don't know why. I just there's something in that tunnel that you guys weren't feeling.
Yeah. I think that some spirits like to pick on ones they know they're going to get a reaction out of too. Because there's been times where I've gone in and I've felt stuff and you're like, no. And then something weird will happen.
I also think like with that Hill House, whenever we got there and Chuck was giving us the tour and we felt and heard that bang on the floor and we didn't react, I think that's why they didn't do any of that for us. Because they're like, okay, well, they're not going to react to that.
Yeah, like, oh, I just banged as hard as I could on the floor, and they were like, oh, cool. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out another way. Okay, I've got a couple questions. Let me scroll back up here. So, Heaven wants to know what's your dream place to investigate that you haven't been to yet?
Mine is very niche that I don't ever hear anybody talk about, but it's the Whaley House because my last name's Whaley. I don't think I'm related at all, but it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's at the top of my list, but there's so many others. Penhurst, Allegheny, which we're gonna get to.
Yeah. I was gonna say my top three are Penhurst is number one, which I may go to this year. I don't really know what's going on with that conversation that happened. I'm gonna have to find out. But and then it's Trans Allegheny. Huh?
See if it was legit or not.
Yeah, find out if like, hey, do I need to actually buy a ticket? Like, is this
Right.
carpool thing happening, or am I just like, on drugs that night or something? But yeah, Trans Allegheny is my second one, which we're hitting, and then Sweet Springs is my third one. So I'm hitting at least two of my top three this year.
Oh, those are gonna be so good.
So I think this is in return to your talking about you like walking really fast. Illuminate the Beyond says, I'm too old to run. They can just take me. LOL.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm kind of at that point too. Like, I don't run. So
I wouldn't
if something's
run.
going to chase me, I'm just going to be like, guess I'm gone. Guess I'm unalived. Because I ain't running.
Right.
Heaven says, ooh, Whaley House would be incredible. And then,
I don't even know if they do investigations there or not, but I know they have like tours and stuff. Because when I went to California, had it not been like 7-8 hours away from where I was staying, I was gonna make my friend take me, and I was gonna be like, "Hey, I'm a Whaley. Can I get a discount?" James says hi, and then Ghost Hunt STL says hey.
hey.
And I also have Cicada says, "Have y'all ever had somebody hide and jump out to scare y'all?" Yes and no. Not really, but there were a couple people at Indiana State Sanitarium that were being a little sus and a little not respectful, but pretty much everybody goes into these investigations, public or not, being respectful. And if you don't, you pretty much get asked to leave.
Yeah.
Mudrat says, shiny
My,
Heidi.
there we go. Now it's caught up. Illuminate Beyond says that we should add Lake Shawnee to our list. And it's actually already on the list. Our West Virginia trip. So we're starting in Point Pleasant and we're doing Mothman, and then Thursday night is Sweet Springs.
I don't know. He tells
I
us.
don't remember the order that he put it in, but we're doing Sweet Springs. We're doing Lake Shawnee Amusement Park that Friday night, which I think is a Friday the 13th, which I'm really excited about. And then we're doing Trans Allegheny that Sunday and drive back Monday. So we're all going to be exhausted, but it's going to be so worth it.
Yep.
Hey. Graham Jim, I think he follows our group page. I don't know, but he's on. He says, "Hey, chickadees."
Hey. TJ says Mineral Springs that happened, but it was an accident. Someone popping out.
Yeah, I mean, it does happen from time to time. If you're there with other people and you're, really into investigating, you could come around a corner and face to face with somebody from another group, and it can be pretty scary sometimes.
There's just somebody that lives, because there's apartments at Mineral Springs, and someone was just going up to his apartment. We were like, "Oh, hi."
Yeah, that did scare the crap out of me.
Yeah, I forgot about
funny moments. I don't think, were you there anymore when we went back upstairs? No, I think it was just me and Renee and Chuck, because it was after everybody else had left. And Renee and I were in Pearl's room alone. Chuck was down the hallway in that dark room,
Mm-hmm.
And we hear from the other end, from where the gangster's room is, we just hear, "Hello?" And so Renee and I were both like, "Oh my God, did you hear that?" Because we knew it wasn't his voice. It turns out it was somebody from the apartments that was walking through the building looking for the cat still. And then he heard us talking. He disappeared really fast when he saw Chuck coming around the corner, though.
I bet. Ghost Hunts STL says, "Did y'all have a good day?" And then says Ashmore, Illinois is worth going. We've done Ashmore. We loved Ashmore. I would love to go back
so bad.
And it's close enough we can. We just haven't had time.
It's a little expensive, and we would have to have other people come with us because I think it's like $750 for a night there, or something like that.
Yes, we are talking about the place in Alton, Mineral Springs. And Cicada says, "Wish these places were wheelchair accessible." Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah.
A few people that would love to go with us, but it's just not accessible to them.
Yeah.
Ghosts on STLs going to Mineral Springs in July. That's exciting. Bring a neck fan with you and a way to keep it cool. It gets stupid hot in July and August there. So much so when we went, was it July when we went?
The last weekend of July last year. It
was so hot.
Yeah.
But definitely check out Pearl's room while you're there. We always get good stuff up there.
She's very sweet. If you go to Pearl's room, just kind of, make small talk. She doesn't really like talking about her life. And if you can, play some 1940s and 1950s music. She loves it.
Yep.
Heaven says we'll definitely tag along for the next Ashmore trip.
Sweet.
That would be so fun.
Yeah,
I think we're booked up for the rest of this year already.
They book up fast.
All these places book up so fast. That's why I'm already emailing places about next year. We're looking into doing Indiana State next spring, but they have not gotten back with me about dates. So, because if Indiana State Sanatorium is a place that you ever thought you wanted to visit, I would do it next year.
Yeah. It is getting bad.
I mean, no ill words towards, the management or anything there, because the people that run the place are wonderful. But the buildings are in such a state of disrepair, I just don't see how they're savable at this point, if that makes sense. So, before they have to start doing very drastic things to keep the building up, I would go now.
Yep. Thank you for the follow, Ghosts Hunt STL. You can also follow Lauren It's her personal page, but we kind of use it as a backup second account. They also said I used to go through Ghost Hunt USA, but they closed up. We started mostly going through Troy Taylor's group. Um,
It's
American
Voices
Hunter.
America.
Why did I blank on that? And recently we've just been trying to go through like the place directly and just taking friends to make it affordable.
Yeah. But we're always looking to partner up with other local places if there's a place you guys really want to go to. Like, it's so much easier when you can find other groups to split costs,
Yeah.
especially if it's a group that you trust, because unfortunately, not all groups are the same as far as behavior goes during investigations. So,
We've been to Seven Gates. Are you talking about in Collinsville? The Seven Gates to Hell? I did that in high school. Didn't really investigate. It was more just like, hey, here's this fun ghost story. Go check it out.
I still have not done it. I would like to.
Sometime. Like I said, I haven't done it
Ball
since.
going off is definitely when I set my cup down.
That makes sense.
But we definitely want to go back to Cheney again soon. That place is amazing over in Jerseyville. They don't do full overnights there. It's from like 6 p.m. until 1 a.m., I think. Is that
Something
what
like
it was?
that.
Yeah. Or like 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something like that. But the place is amazing. It's beautiful.
And the
They
people
still have
are
it.
so nice.
Oh, yeah. Plus, if you give them, how much was it, Chuck? Like $15 or $20? They give you little flash drives because they have security cameras in all of the rooms in the building. So if you pay them, they'll put all of your footage from that night on a flash drive and send it to you, which is really cool. Which I forgot to go through those, Chuck. So
I was just saying, oh yeah, I forgot we have those.
it's been a week, man.
It's been a month. We're at the end of May.
Gosh. Yeah. Heaven said that reminds me, LOL, did we ever get that video footage from Cheney? Yes, we got it. I have it. I just haven't downloaded it yet because it's a lot of footage.
Yeah,
Um, oh, he said it's $25. So
it's
still,
not bad.
I
For
mean,
all
it's
that footage.
flash drives full of video. So it's going to take me 2.5 years to go through all of it.
We still have stuff to go through from November.
No, I just still haven't finished McIntyre.
It's fine. Everything is fine.
3 hours worth of footage from that second floor hallway of the exact same shot down the hallway. And I get about 15 minutes into it, and then I'm like, it's so
Yep.
hard. It's one thing when you know the camera's moving and you're watching like stuff happening.
But when it's stationary, you're just
Stationary
watching.
camera, it's so boring.
It is. Tiffany says she was in Cheney. The basement was creepy. Some of us had creepy vibes in the basement. The rest of us played hide and seek with a flashlight.
Yeah. We played
Let's
the,
find Jonathan.
Who Wants to Blind Jonathan game.
That was fun. And Ghost Hunt STL, have you ever been to Missouri State Pen? We are going in September. We're going with Haunted Souls. We're going to help them out with their event. It's going to be great. And our usual plug for them, if you want to go, check out Haunted Souls Paranormal. September 21st is when we're going. Very excited for that.
It's a private event. He's only selling a certain number of tickets, but it's a full overnight. We get in at 8 p.m. and we have it until like 5 in the morning, I think. And it's only $125. So to get access to a place like that for an entire night, that's a really good price. Plus you have like an entire team of other professionals there. So even if you're like new to investigating and you're like, oh, I've always wanted to try it, I've always wanted to see the penitentiary, like this would be an excellent opportunity to do it because you literally have an army of professionals that are going to be there. So, well, professionals, you know.
We're professionals.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's recruited us and a couple of his other paranormal hunting friends to help him host the event. So it's gonna be pretty fun.
Brandon says September is a busy month for you guys. Yeah, because the last weekend of August is when I'm going to Randolph County, and then not even 2 weeks, like 11 or 12 days after that is when we leave for West Virginia, and then we're there for like 5 or 6 days, and then 21st is when we have Missouri State Pen. So
We're driving back on Monday, and then we'll go to Missouri State Penn that Saturday.
Which at least that's only an hour and a half.
Right.
It's not 8 hours.
Right.
But hopefully, with us like actually taking a day off and being able to get some sleep, it won't be as bad as driving back from McIntyre.
Right.
That was awful. Never again. Never doing three overnights in a row.
In our defense,
It
we
wasn't
had
supposed to be.
it wasn't supposed to be, and we had to.
Yeah, we didn't have an option.
We did. We did. It just the opportunity landed in our laps, and you don't. When you have the next day off and you get that chance, you take it.
Yes.
And that ended up that third night was our most active.
Yeah. So last November we did a big like paranormal road trip type deal where we drove up to the Kansas City area of Missouri, and we did our first night. We had an overnight at Glore Psychiatric Museum, which that's where she was talking about earlier with the tunnels. The next night we did Beatty Mansion, and then the day after that we were only supposed to tour the Sally House and tour McIntyre Villa. But when we got there, Stephanie was like, it's actually available tonight if you guys want to stay. And we were like, yeah. So then we ended up adding a third overnight and we stayed at McIntyre.
So we slept for like an hour and then ordered pizza, ate and chatted with Stephanie and
yeah,
Melissa. Melissa's her friend. And then slept for another hour or two and then woke up for witching hour and had
oh my god,
the most insane time.
That's
there.
another place that if you guys have never been to McIntyre Villa in Atchison, Kansas, go.
She also books up real fast.
Huh?
I said she also books up really fast.
She's pretty much booked for the rest of the year too. But Stephanie there is amazing. We love her. The building.
You don't follow her on Facebook. You need to.
Oh my gosh, your life will never be the same. But yeah, that's another place that the interior of it is absolutely gorgeous. You know, there's plumbing, there's air conditioning and heating. So
it says I want to stay at Lemp one night. That's another thing we haven't done.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird roundabout way to get into Lemp to investigate that we could spend the same amount of money and get an entire building
right
to ourselves.
Yeah, I've heard that basically the only way you can get into Lemp is if you rent one of the rooms for a night. And then basically they have like certain hours where you can investigate the whole house, and then the rest of the night you're confined to your room. So it's like, why would I want to pay $400 for that when I could go, split a location and only pay $100 and get access to the whole place for the entire night? So, but they do haunted tours. So
I want to do that at some point. We need to make sure we go for Mo's tour.
Yes. I'll find out what nights she does it and see if we can get in. Because I've never seen the inside of the mansion. I've only seen the outside.
They say I've been there but never stayed there. Yeah, I've never even been.
I've investigated down in the brewery underground tunnels. But that's the only place over there I've investigated.
We are.
Yes. We're too similar. It's kind of funny.
It's great.
Does anybody else have any questions? Oh, did you find out if you're going to be able to get Halloween off?
I haven't asked yet.
Okay.
I probably will.
Because I probably need to let Dan know if we're both going.
Just go ahead, because my PTO renews the end of September, so there's no reason for me not.
Okay.
Since it's in the middle of a week.
Yeah, it's like
close.
Thursday.
And then Ghosts also says, I was in one of the rooms by myself and what it looked like was a man in one of the rooms. That's interesting. I hear there's very haunted things about Limp. It's just so weird to get into.
Yeah. I would definitely love to go in and check it out sometime.
Right. Especially because it's such close history, local history.
But also, like, now we have Haunted Mansion, so once she can get that up and running.
I'm excited. It's exciting to see the progress and like how it's coming together.
Yeah. You should see the inside of it now.
That
It's changed quite a bit.
bet
I walked in and I was like, oh, wow, okay.
just from what you were talking about. Oof.
Yeah.
Uh,
Chuck
Yeah.
wants to know if there's any places close that you can no longer go to. Yeah.
Church.
The church, the exorcism house.
Exorcism house.
So the movie The Exorcist. Anybody that's from St. Louis knows that that story was based on a house here in St. Louis, but anybody that doesn't live in St. Louis is always like, really? But yeah, it's actually only about 5 minutes away from where I live. So, but surprisingly, I have never gone to just drive past it to see it. Even I was literally right over there the other day when I went to pick up that cross.
Yeah.
Like I could have, I just didn't think about it.
It sucks because the people that live there get bombarded with people trying to get in. I actually have a friend who knows the people that live there, and they're like, people come and knock on our door all the time.
That'd be so frustrating.
Right. And it's like, you need to.
I mean, you guys
Probably should have expected it.
decided to live there,
You
so
decided to buy the exorcism house.
Right.
Like,
apparently there used to be some kind of asylum downtown too.
yeah, that's what a couple people have been telling me.
Yeah, they've started. What?
I said I had no idea.
Yeah, sorry. Anytime I talk, it completely drowns out your audio, so I can't hear what you're saying. Um, but they've started doing tours there again.
Interesting.
So I don't know if they're going to open it up eventually for investigations or just tours, or if they're rehabbing the building or what's going on with that. But I did see that they were doing tours there.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah, the Unitarian Church over in Alton. We've been there. Well, Gina's been there once. I've been there twice. But a new group bought that building and they're not allowing investigations in there, at least for now.
I'm hoping so much stuff happens that they start letting people back in.
Yeah.
Because from the stories, like, stuff is gonna happen.
Oh, yeah. And it was even like, it was more active for us that night than it was for when you and I were there. But honestly, I think it's just because the group had a different vibe.
Probably.
Like the people that were there leading it actually wanted to be there.
Right.
And
I think
everybody
that
was
was
super respectful of everybody else, which we didn't get that the first time. So
not
it was
at
a
all.
different experience.
L says, where is Limp located? It's in St. Louis. And then, yep, the Exorcist house is based on that house in St. Louis. Ghost says they've been to the house on the outside and touched it, and then they had bad dreams that night. Is that the church with the red door? Yes, it is.
It's like right up the street from Mineral Springs.
Yep.
Kinda
So
looks
when
like
you
a
go
creepy
to
old
Mineral,
castle.
yeah, when you go to Mineral Springs in July, if you just go around the block, you'll see it. It's right there.
Yeah.
They also
There's
said
like there's a whole pod of buildings right there in Old Town Alton that are haunted because you've got the Mineral Springs right there. If you go north, it's the Unitarian Church, and then if you drive, like if you turn left that direction, that takes you right past the old Enos Sanitarium and the haunted YWCA. So you can hit like all of them right there.
They said they used to live in Alton. That's exciting.
I want to live in Alton.
Have you ever done any of Troy's groups walking tours? Because we did one and it was fantastic. Definitely recommend. Don't recommend doing it in the mid of summer.
Yeah.
But definitely recommend doing it, especially if you get Luke as your tour guide. He's great.
Yes. Luke Naliborski. He works with Troy a lot, but he's also a published author and his books are great. So
Chuck says conventions. We are doing the Haunted American Conference in June.
21st and 22nd, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, hold on. I've got a couple questions here. So we did his. Brandon says, are there any places you'd like to investigate that aren't open to rentals and/or investigations?
Like I said, the Whaley House, I don't know if they let investigators go in, but
That house that's up the street from me that I can't get a hold of anybody.
yep.
So I live.
Any creepy looking church.
Yeah, I live in St. Louis County, and when to get on the highway, I have to drive past this house, and every time I drive past it, I'm always like, "Ugh!" And like, there's something about the house that just gives me vibes. And so I contacted the historical society to try to ask if anybody lived there, what was going on with the building, if they let investigators in. Completely ignored my email. Never got anything back.
Gotta love it.
Yeah. And then Heaven says, would you investigate at the Conjuring House? I'm undecided. It mega creeps me out.
At this point, no, but not because it creeps me out, but just because I feel like it's overhyped and too many people have gone, and I just feel like it's been diluted, and after all the stuff that happened with Sam and Colby and then the Project Fear crew, I just don't care anymore.
Yeah, I get that. Like, I still want to go someday, but give it like 2 or 3 years
Right.
when the hype on it is gone.
Yeah, same.
Because like you said, there's so much hype and there's so much drama with it right now that I just feel like the energy there would be off if we went. Like, I would rather give it time to even itself out again. And then Chuck commented on Heavens that says, "Oh yes, we're down to go." That's like what, Connecticut? That's a long drive, guys.
Yeah. We'd have to fly there.
Yeah, we would have to fly there because I'm not driving that far.
Like 2-3 years in the making.
Although we could make that like our big trip in a couple years. We could go up there and hit Conjuring House and do Salem.
Oh yeah. Just need to take a month off and just do the East Coast.
Yeah, if only I could afford to just take a
Right.
month off and hit all these places that I want to go to. Honestly, I'm super happy that I get to go on as much as I get to do this year because compared to last year.
Right. Elle wants to know what's the oldest structure in St. Louis and is it haunted? I have no idea and probably.
Oldest church?
Just structure.
Oh, structure. Yeah, I don't know what the oldest one is. But I mean, you work at a haunted location,
Yeah.
Union Station.
There's a few stories.
I never experienced anything there, but
I mean either, but some people have.
yeah.
Also never been there like that. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna go to Elle's comment first and then I'll read that one. Elle says, what happened to Sam and Colby at the Conjuring House? If you just YouTube it, you can find like condensed versions of the story. It's just basically what they experienced. A lot of people don't necessarily believe. I'm still on the fence on whether or not I believe it or not. At one point in time I did, but then I watched so many videos that kind of debunked it. And I just, it's very,
it's the whole, what's his name? Cody and Satori pause. All of the drama that's going on with them and their method that they have that works when they're together. It's just, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of drama going on with that location because some people are, very, we believe them, they're not faking it, and other people are very adamantly saying like, no, they're faking it. So I can't form an opinion one way or another until I experience something for myself.
right.
I did not have an opinion about it. If that makes sense.
I've gone back and forth on the line. Is just kind of like it's there. It's just more the fact that it is so hyped up and there's so much drama surrounding it right now that I don't. Eventually, it'd be cool to go, but right now, I'm good.
Right.
And then Ghost STL says in Granite, there's an old Spanish cemetery. Since I'm guessing cemetery. It says century next to Walmart.
The one that I drive past to get to your house?
Yeah. I think it's like behind it.
Interesting. I wonder if the Walmart's haunted.
Probably. That would explain some things.
Evan, there's your next episode right there. Does Granite
Hey.
City have a haunted Walmart?
Please let me know.
Let's just all go in with all of our equipment and be like, yes, we're here to see if your store is haunted.
Yes. We will find out, please.
It's fine. Just ignore us.
Honestly, they'd probably not bat an eye.
It's Walmart. They'd probably be like,
Walmart.
okay.
Why? Huck says, Piazza, hey.
Evan says, we love a haunted Walmart.
Ghost says, I've been out there 3 times. Have you gotten anything? Is the Walmart haunted? Do I need to go check out this Walmart? We do love a good haunted Walmart. Evan is right. Since we're talking to Heaven, also shout out to Opa Ghost Podcast. If y'all want to hear about some haunted Walmarts, go check them out. They're fantastic.
Literally every episode. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's a Ghost. Definitely go check them out.
Wherever you get your podcasts. I hear downloading episodes helps more than just streaming.
Sorry, I had to do that verify that you're still alive thing.
No fun.
But anyway, they're super fun podcast. Go check them out.
Ghosts, they don't know if the Walmart's haunted, but there are a lot of car wrecks on Route 3 right in front of it.
Yes.
That's true. That is true.
Maybe it's the ghost hitchhikers.
Maybe.
We still need to go over to that other cemetery by Bell Fountain that has the ghost hitchhiker.
Yeah.
I want to see if we can see that one. Brandon says some of the people you see in Walmart should scare away the ghosts. Especially in Granite City. Have you been there? I can't say anything. Look where I live.
It's fine.
Oh. Chuck says he's currently binge listening to them while driving at work.
Good. I need to catch up. I'm behind.
I'm just one episode behind, and it's just because I've been like super stuck on this audiobook, and I only listen to podcasts in my car, and so I like listen to them in between books because hyperfixation on one book is a thing.
TJ's mom says we can bring our equipment to her house to see if it's haunted. Deal.
Okay. Tony wanted us to bring our equipment to her new house too to see.
Okay.
She said that they've heard people like running up and down the hallways at her house.
Fun.
Yeah.
Elle says, what's the story behind the ghost hitchhiker?
I don't know the full story. So I listened to a podcast episode about this, and I'm not going to mention the name of the podcast because from what I've heard, they don't really do their research, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. They talk about urban legends as if they're real without doing the research behind it. So I don't listen to it a lot. I just happened to stumble across theirs when I was looking for local ghost story ones. But it's the typical, like teenage girl died, and now like sometimes people will see her and think that it's a real person, and they'll get in the back seat and then they'll drive her home and she won't be there. And I guess when the guy gets to the house, the dad is always like, did she look like this? That's my daughter, kind of thing. So pretty stereotypical, but hey, Hill City's on.
Hey, hi guys.
How are you all doing?
Ghost says I just got a haunted doll. Lauren loves the haunted dolls.
I
I
have
mean,
two
I
of
think
mine.
they're cute, but I'm good. I have one very creepy looking doll. I don't think she's haunted at all, but she sits in my mom's room because she fell in love with her. It's an old porcelain doll, and she just has like a Ouija board painted all over her. She's very creepy.
It's a little creepy. I mean, at least mine are cute. So this one in the pink here, that's Penelope. Um, she's actually a child spirit that is attached to me, but she uses that particular doll as like a conduit for when she wants to communicate. So, and then this one I got from Dan from Haunted Souls because he was convinced that she's too pretty to be haunted. And the first session I did with her, I got a name, I got an age. She was lighting her cat ball up. She's definitely haunted. Her name is Rebecca. So those are my two girls. And I sometimes will light that candle in between them to give them an extra energy boost for when they want to. So they don't take it from me because that happens too. City says, great. How are y'all two ladies this fine evening? We're doing great. We're just
Good. Chatting.
chatting, gabbing about ghosts. There's our new podcast title, Gabbing About Ghosts.
I like it.
Uh,
TJ says you just described episode 1 of Supernatural
really?
with the Hitchhiker story. Yeah.
I've never.
I thought it sounded familiar. Oh, yes, I'm still active. Oh my god. Move the
I'll
stupid.
have to find. I'll have to go back and look at like my listened to podcasts, and I'll send you the episode.
Okay.
But yeah, she says Rebecca has a super fancy dress. Yeah, she is. Let's see if I can do this without. I'm just setting everything off. It's fine. So she actually has like a Swarovski crystal necklace because she was like a special edition doll, but she's super pretty and I love her. And she really likes using the Phasma box to talk whenever I turn it on.
I like it. Uh, Ghost says last night my REM pod just started going off like crazy. That's always fun when that happens. And L says lit candle energy boost. Please explain. So spirits use energy to communicate, and so the candle helps them have something to pull from.
So I'm a bit of an empath. So a lot of times when I go into haunted places, spirits will actually like draw energy from me, which is why, sometimes when you go in haunted places, you'll leave just feeling like really tired, really drained. Um, Sometimes you can get like emotional because they pull your energy. And so like when I'm at home, since I have the two girls here, every once in a while I'll either like turn the spirit box on or the phasma box, or I'll just light a candle so that way when they're pulling energy from around them, if they want to manifest or communicate, they have something to pull from that's not me. Yeah, so Living Spirits Paranormal says that's why I have the plasma ball and an EMF pump for locations. I've been looking into getting one of those plasma balls. I think that would be really neat. Plus,
Yeah.
again, it would give them something to draw from that's not me ending up on the porch at 2 a.m. crying.
Ghost
Uh,
said I felt like that today, just tired. And it happens. Things can drain you. And Elle says, cool, thanks. Yeah, no problem. That's one of the reasons why we wanted to do this, to answer questions that people might have.
Hill City says, are you ever scared another spirit will manifest during an open spirit box session in your home? There is always that possibility. But my home is pretty well protected. I sage pretty regularly, like at least once a month, if not more. Especially my room, just because this is where the haunted items are. And my mom is like, I don't want them in the rest of the house. So my room kind of has a barrier around it. because I've told the girls, I'm like, hey, you know, you can communicate with me all you want. You can do stuff in here. You can move stuff in here, but you know, don't go try to talk to my mom. She won't understand.
I don't investigate in my house, so.
I
But I
didn't.
also don't. I also don't have dolls to try to communicate to.
I didn't investigate until I went to
The dolls.
Texas. And yeah, like Chuck said, thanks Georgia. Like I didn't even know I had a spirit attachment until I met her, and now I'm like, oh, so that's why the weird stuff is happening in my house. It's her. It's not.
Yep.
It's not me.
Chuck says Porch of Tears Club. And Ghost says there was an old man who passed away in my house. Yeah, he could still be there.
Living Spirits Paranormal says I have around 400 haunted items and dolls. Wow.
Whoa.
I have two more. Well, I don't know if they're not haunted items, but I got two more items off of eBay. I told you about the one, right?
I think so.
So I bought a it's a morgue toe tag
Yeah. Yeah, you told me
from
about that one.
Harlem Asylum. So that was supposed to be delivered today. I didn't see any mail out in the mailbox though. But then I also won a bidding war on a Ouija board
All right.
that may or may not be haunted.
Oh no.
So
If it's haunted, give it to Dan. Oh man. I'm excited to see what Troy has at the conference for the tickets, the raffle this year.
so Living Spirits Paranormal says I can see spirits and they get sorry, hold on. They get surprised that I can see them. It makes them open up and talk more. Yeah. I can't see them. That's part of my problem. That's why I have to have other things out in the room for communication. Because I can sense them. Like my skin will get like goosebumpy or like the hair on the back of my head will stand up when I can sense them nearby or sense them trying to manifest. But I can't physically see them.
It's always interesting too at a location like Lauren will be like, "Oh, I'm getting that feeling." And I go, "Yep, same." Or sometimes I don't feel anything, or vice versa. But it's very interesting when the stuff connects and we like both feel it.
Yeah. Like that one time in Mineral Springs.
Yeah,
I
which was like,
literally every hair on the back of my head was like up. And
mhm.
then I was like, ooh, I have that weird feeling. And then you were like, yeah, me too. And then every single piece of equipment that we had spiked at the exact same moment.
That was cool. And then like at ISS, you got the chills, and then I got the chills, and then less than an hour later, we saw shadows going right back and forth in the chairs that we were sitting. We're like, "Oh, cool, that's what was happening."
Yeah. Heaven says this will be our first paranormal conference. What should we expect? Did I tell you that they're coming?
No,
They're coming
that's
on
exciting.
Saturday.
Yay! So basically, with this one, it's not like a convention or anything. So it's in the school, and you'll go in, you'll check in, get your. It's, did we have badges? I don't even remember. But you check in, the
Wristbands.
wristbands. That's what it was. And then you'll go into this huge room, which is where all the vendors are, and then across the hall is the like theater lecture hall, basically, where all of the speakers are going to be. Unless he's doing something different this year, but that's how it's set up. And then he has a raffle. So, like, one side of the vendor hall is just all haunted items or just creepy items that he has, and you can buy raffle tickets and you put your tickets in what you want to win. And, be careful because you could put a single ticket in a creepy Ouija board looking doll and then win her. And then your mother falls in love with her and calls her Eve.
Yeah.
So now I have a creepy Ouija board doll.
Yeah.
I should go grab her. Should I go grab her?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go grab her since
Okay.
I've talked about her a bunch.
But yeah, you'll check in, and all of the panels and stuff. They're all in the same room. They're all in the theater. So it's at Lewis and Clark Community College. It's all in their theater, and then like in the I don't think it's a gym. It's just like a big. open area. That's where they put all the vendors, and that's open like the whole time. So even if there's a panel that you don't want to go to, you can walk around in the vendor area. That's where we did most of our, meeting other people, our networking. Because I mean, you can go up to tables like that's how I met Sherry Brake and Alex Matsuo last year. They were just at their booths, and I walked up and was like, "Hey."
I'm so excited that this year we're not going to be known as the Project Fear Girls.
Right? We have our own stuff.
This is Eve. I don't think she's haunted, but I also haven't investigated her. But like nothing creepy has happened. And they didn't have like any kind of certificate with her or anything that says that she's haunted, but she's got a Ouija board.
Just creepy looking.
She's very creepy looking. I mean, her dress is very pretty. She's just painted all Ouija board like. I went to take her and I go, the people went to see Eve, and my mom goes, be careful with her. Before I get too far away from comments, Elle says, have you seen the new Exorcist movie? What did you think? I did. I'm iffy with like possession movies, but I did go see it. I don't really remember it. I'm really bad at like seeing things and then remembering what happened.
Yeah, I surprisingly am not a scary movie fan. She had to basically drag me to go see the new Saw movie when it came out.
You did.
And even then, most of the time I was like, oh God. But yeah, there's a couple like the Conjuring movies. I love the Conjuring movies, but that's about it. I don't do slashers. I don't do the body horror type stuff. I'm not my thing. I'd rather watch Bridgerton.
Valid.
Okay, I got a couple other comments. Let me go back here.
I'm gonna go put Eve back.
Okay, I'm trying to sleep. That would be annoying if they were there while you were trying to. Do they just like stare at you while you're trying to sleep? That would be creepy.
Dolls?
It's the Living Spirits Paranormal talking about how they could see spirits.
Oh, right, gotcha. Okay, yeah, that would.
Heaven says, "Oops."
Chuck says Gina needs to take Lauren to some more movies. The issue is money, Chuck. I have A-list, Lauren doesn't. Movies are expensive.
That's okay. I don't mind paying. I make more money now.
Well, let me know. I'll go.
We're gonna go see Twisters, and I want to go see Wicked when it comes out.
That is true.
Heaven, come into town so we can go see Wicked.
Yes. Oh, that'd be fun. If there's an AMC in between us, let's go. Have I tried talking to the doll? No. I don't want to.
Manifest in Texas.
I'll be back.
Okay. We just got back from Texas. On my way. Girls' Day! And we need to have a Hamilton Day. Really, we just need to go on a road trip so we can do what happened in that video and drive Jonathan crazy by singing all of Hamilton. We'll bring him aspirin. Musical movies is my jam. I know, but you also live 10 hours away, so not my fault. I like going to Yorktown Memorial Hospital, but La Bahia? I think that's what it says. And the Alamo, Stoneshore. I've been to the Alamo. I was in middle school when I went. Heaven says I heard they're bringing Hamilton back to STL this year.
Yeah, I saw that. I've seen Hamilton 3 times? 4 times? 3 or 4 times. First time I saw it, we drove up to Chicago, which was actually 6 years ago. Like last weekend.
Yeah, 6 is coming back too. I wouldn't mind seeing that again.
Yeah. I kind of really want to go see the Back to the Future, mostly because I haven't watched the movies, and I think it'd be funny to go see the musical without having seen the movie.
I've never seen the movies either, and
Oh my
everybody
God,
always
we
gives me
have to
so
go.
much grief. They're always like, "Oh my gosh, you haven't seen those?" No, they don't look
Laura,
appealing to me.
wait. Laura still wants to have a movie night at the aquarium, and she wants it to be Back to the Future. I'm like, okay, let's do it. Like, then I can understand
That's
what's
the only
happening in
way
the
that you'll
musical.
watch it.
Right.
See it only on Discovery Plus. I just saw it live for the first time, what, 2 years ago when it was here?
Yep.
Yeah. It was amazing though. So
Oh, very good.
if you come to St. Louis to see it, let me know because I will totally get a ticket and go with you.
Right. Not a lot coming this season that I want to see, but there's a few things that I wouldn't mind. We have to go see Mean Girls.
Yes. I do want to see that one. I think Mudcat's making friends in my chat.
Oh, nice.
Rock on, that's why we're here. Meet other groups.
Yep. Tiffany says Beetlejuice. Definitely looking forward to that one.
I did not get to see that one when it was here. I
I
wanted
think she's
to.
talking the movie Beetlejuice 2.
Oh.
So that was back when we were doing movies, and then I went away. But yeah, the musical too. I would like to see,
Mhm.
but I didn't have the money or the time.
Same, because all of our time and money goes into ghosts.
Yep. Yep.
That's fine.
Redhead says, "I want Scream 7." I don't know if that's gonna happen now with everybody pulling out. I love The Lost Boys. Ghost says my favorite movie is The Lost Boys. I am obsessed with that movie.
It's another one I haven't seen.
Oh Lord,
I know.
I need to make you watch it. I love it so much. The Coreys. Oh, so good. So good. The vampires. My favorite fun fact about that is the main vampire at one point, not to spoil the movie, but at one point you see a tear come down his eye. It's a real tear because the contacts that they had to use back then, they weren't allowed to blink with them in, and so they were only able to keep them in their eyes for 10 seconds at a time. And they took the shot for longer than 10 seconds, and so it was legit tears running down his face because of the contact.
That sounds not pleasant.
No.
Do any of the groups that are in here now, do you all have events coming up? Or locations that you want to go to? I actually have my next one in what, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
2.5 weeks? I'm taking my niece on her first ghost hunt. She's been asking me for like a year.
I'm so
And
excited for that.
I always told her she was too young, that she had to wait until she was 13. And I got special permission from Troy to take her to Mineral Springs. So I'm going to take her to do that. I gave her her own little ghost hunting kit last weekend when I was over there.
She's so excited. I hope it's good for you guys.
Yeah. The fact that she was like, I can't wait to go brag to all of my friends, I was like, I'm the cool aunt.
Uh-huh.
I love it. Oh, and then when we went to go pick up dinner, I had my shirt on, and the girl behind the counter was like, "Do you do ghost stuff?" And I was like, "Well, yeah, I have my own group." She goes, "Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I love that card."
Oh, I love that. That is hilarious. Next time TJ and I go grab Lee's, I'm gonna have to be like, okay, we're going in. I'm wearing my shirt.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Back West Virginia and Troy's convention.
Ghost says TL says next week I want to go back up to Alton and explore. That's always fun. I love Alton.
If you guys are free this Saturday, Luke is actually doing one of the walking tours. So if you go to Troy Taylor's website and look up the information, because they'll actually like take you in the old underground railroad tunnel and stuff. It's really neat. Heaven says Opaghost is heading to Broadhead, Wisconsin in June. And then later that month, we have a private that we can't talk about yet, but that's it.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Redhead says, I can't because I'm in Texas. Fair enough. Also agreed, Mean Girls is a good movie.
Oh, yeah. Chuck has the Holoflix event in October, too, at Hill House. Which I want to go to, but I already have so much going on.
Ghost says, I think the old YMCA in Granite is haunted. Didn't they turn that into apartments, though? Thanks for stopping in, Redhead.
Yeah, thank you to everybody that's hanging out tonight.
We appreciate it. We weren't sure how this was going to go, but we're going to try to do it at least once a month. Mm-hmm. If we have the time and the energy and the stuff to talk about, maybe every other week.
Basically, we just kind of wanted to do like a test run and see if anybody would actually come, but we might actually, like, if we decide to do this once a month, we'll have like topics.
Yeah, this was literally just, let's see if people show up.
Yeah.
So thanks for coming and chatting.
Yeah.
And all the follows.
Yeah. We appreciate everything. Like I said, we don't ever ask for any likes or shares or gifts or anything like that. Any gifts that we get, we turn right back around and give to other content creators here on TikTok. So we don't make any money off of this. We're just doing it to, talk about what we love and educate people or get to know other people.
Purely a hobby and something we enjoy.
Yes.
Tiffany says, I enjoy hearing your stories. Ghost says, I like being here.
Good.
We appreciate you guys.
Yeah, and if we end up doing this, we can even invite other people into the live too, because I think we can have, 4 people at the same time. So we can always bring in other groups if they ever want to join.
Yep.
Heaven says, is that a sea pancake straw? It's a Bucky straw.
But now I need to talk to Greg and be like, we need to get stingray straws.
Yeah, cow nose straws.
Cow nose straws. Oh my god, I would so buy one. I need to remember to ask him about that tomorrow. Be like, hey, listen, cow nose straws. He's gonna be like, what are you talking about?
Evan says, oh. Yeah, we both got those was that at the Springfield one?
I think so. Yeah.
We're like, what can we get that's cute and funny and cheap? And then we found those and we were like, yes.
I use it all the time. My mom's just like,
I think mine is still in the bag, like in my snack bag.
It has become this cup straw. All of the other cups, I use other straws. This one has become this specific cup's straw. I don't know why.
Chuck says, okay, must go, have fun.
Hey, Zach.
Thanks for stopping in.
Bye, Chuck. Ghost says there's a lot of haunted places down in Branson. Yeah, we've looked at a couple. We just haven't had time. Because, this year just became so full of bigger trips that's what we've been spending our money on. So it's definitely something we're planning for the future.
Yeah, I'll be in Branson this weekend, but we're not planning on doing any ghosty stuff while we're down there, so. Other than the Titanic Museum, I'm so excited. I'm strangely excited to go talk about or learn about this, terrible disaster.
A lot of people are.
Yeah. That's why they made a museum about it.
One of my mom's friend, her kid, when he was 6, that's all he could talk about was the Titanic. He was obsessed.
Yeah, I like this one because like I said, they give you like a name on your
Mhm.
ticket at the beginning, and then you get to find out what happens to your person at the end of the museum. So I'm
That's
like, watch, I'm gonna be like, this person died tragically. I mean, they all died tragically, but that's just, I'll get attached and then I'll be like at the end.
I believe it.
Hey,
Don't forget,
Jules.
don't forget to give me a penny if they have pennies.
I'll look.
Please and
You'll
thank
probably
you.
have to remind me though, because
I
I
will.
I don't notice those.
That's fair.
Jules says Branson's pretty close to us. Yeah, one of these times that we drive down to Texas, because there's two different ways that it takes us to go to Texas, and we usually just go across Oklahoma and then south. But there's a way that we can go south and then through Arkansas. I was like, oh, if we went that way, we could go say hi to Zach and Jules. So we'll have to do that one of these times. But she says the museum's super cool. Zach says every person I've had going through that has died.
That's funny. Oh, sure. You
That just
jumped to
kind of
Lawrence
sounds like,
too.
your luck.
Right.
But I mean, that's the kind of luck I have too. So I just get emotionally attached to being.
Everything.
Yeah. Yay, being an empath. Great. I don't think the girls want to talk tonight.
Maybe they're camera shy.
Maybe. Plus, I haven't really been acknowledging them.
That's fair. Well, if anybody has any other questions, we'll probably wrap this up here soon.
Yeah.
Because I'm hungry.
Same. Even though I did get chicken nuggies on my way home, but
I did not. I should have. I don't want to drive the rental through a drive-through though.
I still need to pack
Yeah, you probably should do that.
because I'm taking everything with me to work tomorrow and leaving straight from work. So I have to have everything ready to go in the morning because I'm not coming back home.
Yeah, you should probably do that.
Yeah, there's a suitcase that has some stuff in it on my bed. That's as far as I've gotten.
Hey, it's a start. Rose says I'm gonna go make dino nuggies. Dino nuggies are great.
Dino nuggies are the bomb, man. I haven't had dino nuggies in like 3 years.
I bought some a few months ago. They were delicious.
I only got them because I went into like Schnucks and they were doing like a two packages for $5 deal. So
Whatever works.
yeah. But yeah, if you haven't followed us, give us a follow. We go live from all of the investigations that we are able to go live from. Some of the places, like Indiana State Sanatorium, don't have any cell phone service at all. So if we're able to go live, we do, just so
On
that,
both of these accounts.
yes. Just so people, that may be interested in a location but have never seen what it looks like or what the activity is like inside can get a chance to, follow along or learn about different methods. So we always go live and we always post a video about, the next time that we're going to be live. So I will probably be live for a little while on the 8th from Mineral Springs, but I will have a minor with me, so we'll see. And
And we'll
then,
figure out a time to do this again.
yeah, we'll let you guys know. I don't think we'll be going live from the conference.
I doubt it. It's gonna be too.
Maybe we'll do like a quick walkthrough at some point, but
Probably not.
yeah.
Oh, Heaven. I need another button, please, and thank you if you want to bring one to the conference, because mine fell off my lanyard and I don't know where it went.
I think I have an extra one
Can I have it?
if I remember to bring it to you.
Okay. It fell off my lanyard and I was so sad. It's like, no, my button.
Not my gumdrop buttons.
Not my hope ghost button.
Heaven says message us and tell us a date to have you guys on the pod. In any time, like whenever you guys record. Like we don't really have anything planned at all in July.
I will be in Kentucky. Hopefully that person's not watching this. I'm gonna be out of town like the 14th, 15th, but other than that, yeah, we don't really have anything in July. Except for July 6th, we're going to the AJR concert.
Yes. Heaven says I'll bring some, and it's a semi-secret, but I'm making Moth Jonathan stickers for the conference. Yes.
Yes. I will trade you which familiar stickers.
Yeah. That's amazing. If I can't have it on a shirt, I'm glad to have it on a sticker.
Cool. I might have just ruined a secret. It's
We
fine.
can't keep secrets. This is why.
Fine. Everything is fine. You didn't hear anything.
Not a thing.
Nothing. It's fine. Everything is fine. And that's about all I got.
Yep. If nobody else has any questions, comments,
Concerns?
I hope you don't have any concerns because it's not my responsibility to address them. You're here of your own free will. Get over it.
Thanks for stopping in, everybody. Glad y'all had fun.
Yeah.
And we will talk to y'all later.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye. I gotta figure out how to end this.
There's a power button. If I can hit it. Okay, bye.